and welcome back to Meet You There. Today's video is going to be so much fun. I have my little cousin with me. We have now attempted to do 3 videos, and the footage has been erased every time. I'm going to let her kind of introduce herself, but I did want to say that this is a podcast. For those of you that are new, we talk about God and everything else in life. So here is my little cousin, Ava. She is a freshman. She's 15, and we're going to just ask you questions based on the real world and the world we live in.
Hi guys.
She's
yeah.
excited to be here.
I am excited to be here. Well, I was more excited the first time, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
the first 3 times.
The first 3, but it's okay. We're here and we're learning.
Yeah, we are.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah, we got this. This one's gonna be good.
Hope so.
What was your password again? Yeah, okay. Guys, I'm using her phone to do the questions. So.
Please don't put my password on there.
Oh yeah, I'll cut that out. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So again, this video is just simply going to be me asking her questions about a 15-year-old living in today's world and the beauty of it, but also the craziness.
Yeah.
I think the first topic we're going to do is phones and social media. And she should be really good at this because she's talked about it 3 times. So I'm like, poor buddy. But you're like such a trooper, honestly.
It's okay.
While I navigate my learning.
If this video doesn't work, then we'll try again.
We'll do it again and again.
And then I'll probably give up.
You'll be like, I'm done. Okay, so phones and social media. How do you think phones and social media are shaping your generation for the good or the bad? And you can either do both or just do one, whatever you want to do.
Okay. I think it's really easy to focus on the bad on phones, so I'm going to talk about the good first.
I love that.
I think the good part about phones is like the communication we have, because before, like, if there were like emergencies and stuff like that, it was way harder to get help, and so now I feel like it's way easier to get, again, help. And also just like, I don't know, I feel like it does kind of teach us to interact with people, but because and this leads into kind of the bad, because of how closely we have social media and stuff, it's really easy to get in contact with people that we shouldn't,
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
So,
because there's a lot of, I didn't get my first phone until I want to say either 13 or 14.
Same.
And that is pretty young, but I mean, we didn't have as much access that your generation has. So I can see why that would be good and bad. Like, you guys have access to so much. Like, with social media, you guys can engage with each other and, make funny videos, make funny content.
Mm-hmm.
You can reach anybody across the world, but that's also a huge negative.
Yeah. So. But also I like how like people on social media, we can relate kind of too and be like, oh, that person went through that too, like I'm not by myself, but again, it goes back to being like, maybe because like some people say things that they probably shouldn't on social media, like and like people who who are influencers, they don't realize it, but they have a lot of power.
Oh yeah,
like seriously. And if you have that great of an influence, some people don't choose to use it for good.
Yeah.
So I think that's also a negative.
Yeah, and that's a lot of pressure on somebody, especially a kid your age that is in the social media times, because the pressure that's on them. They have so many people your age and everybody else watching them, kind of grow up in a way.
And also, I don't have like TikTok or Instagram or anything.
She doesn't have social media, so this question's kind of hard. But from somebody being 15 in today's world, you understand the negative and the positive because you see it every day.
Mm-hmm.
So based on what you said, I liked that. The good is, you get to kind of watch other people and learn from them, but then you also kind of get stuck comparing what your life is at that moment to somebody's on social media.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe not always is going to be 100% accurate.
Yeah.
They're going to show you the best parts.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you see that as much as everybody else does.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question, if I can ever get the phone to go. This one is going to be my favorite one because it's about news and awareness of the news. And me and you can sit and talk about this for years.
Yeah.
But the news is so big. it's always been big, but
Yeah.
we do have more access to the news now, and we kind of have way more access into everyday lives, way more than we did then.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you, where do you usually learn about what's going on in the world, and how do you decide what's true?
Um, so I learn about what's going on in today's world from other people, but also I hear about it on the news because the news sometimes plays in my house. And I don't know, I just always take everything they say with a grain of salt
Mm,
just because
yeah,
like it could be true, but it also could like it is kind of like their version of the truth. Like it's only half truth,
yeah,
kind of. It could be like you don't know what they know and what they don't know. Like
yeah.
they could be they keep so many things from
Yeah,
us.
they do. And
Yeah,
how many times when you're watching the news do you see good things?
never. Yeah, they like
Never.
never. That's what also I'd say is bad about the news. It's like they never put on good things, and it's like it makes you feel like the world is just a really bad place. But
Yeah,
like there's good in it. Like where
there
there's
is.
bad, there's good, and where there's good, there's bad. So.
And so for your age, I guess, how do you find an even ground in trusting the things that are going on in the world, more directed towards the news? When you see it, when you hear about it, what's your go-to, I guess? That's how I would ask that.
Mm, it depends on what they're talking about. Like if they're talking about something really controversial, like wars and stuff like that, I usually don't say anything unless they ask me, and then I'm just honest with it.
Yeah.
And I always try to think about what Jesus would think in that situation and what a Christian would think about it in a situation. Because, like, abortion, for example, I don't think that's right. And
Yeah.
because, it's a human being,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's a human being. So,
Yeah. And when the news gets, they share almost everything that's relative to
yeah,
what's going on right now.
yeah,
So for your mindset and where you're at in life, your first things to me, if I was your age and I was living in today's world right now, it'd be really overwhelming, and I would really be doing everything I guess I could to kind of seek God in times
yeah.
of what's going on in today's world. Do you find yourself doing that?
Yeah, for sure. And I do see like kids my age also just think the world is just bad.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a lot of kids think that, and it kind of makes me sad because I'm just like there's just so much good in it too. Like why focus on all the bad whenever you could be focusing on the good? Like I just don't
Yeah, and
understand
I'm
that.
glad that you brought that up too, because I think kids your age should be able to hear that too.
Yeah.
So hopefully they watch this and they can see that coming from your point of view, and you're not everybody else, you're you. You can still see the good in every day,
Yeah.
and I find that hard for me at
Yeah.
times. So,
Because it is kind of easier to focus on the bad things than the good things, but
oh yeah,
with certain things, I guess. But
you're like, help,
yeah.
what's going on?
But you just can't let it steal your joy.
Yep, that's perfect. I mean, that's really all you can say about
Yeah.
what's going on in the news
You just
is
can't let it steal
don't
your
let it steal
joy.
your joy. I got to turn the TV off with my clients.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go outside.
Let's mute it.
This
Let's
is
go outside.
we gotta go. We gotta go outside.
Let's go touch grass.
Come on, literally. Okay, so next question is this topic is school and preparation. So I think we probably have time for just this last topic, and then we'll cut to the next one.
Okay, cool.
Do you feel like school is preparing you for real life? What do you wish it taught more? Let's go ahead and just answer the first one and not try to answer both.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like school is preparing you for real life?
No.
And why?
No.
No.
Because I think they're focusing so much more on test scores and
Yeah.
ACT scores, SAT scores, where you are percentage wise, percentile wise, instead of just being a kid and living life. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, learning is important. I will say that again and again. But I just wish they would make it less about where you fall in a percentage and more about, like, how to prepare you for real life. Like, things about taxes, don't know what that is
Yeah.
really.
I have
Like,
no idea what this is. I
I
don't
mean,
either
I
half the
know
time,
it,
so
yeah, like, it's just stupid because, like, how to budget for things, I think that's important, and I don't know how to do that. And
I'm just now learning that.
yeah, so I
I
don't
didn't
know.
learn it in school either.
It's just, I do wish that we just had more time to just be kids and less time just sitting in a classroom every single day, just in uncomfortable chairs.
8 hours a day in rock hard chairs
Yeah.
in a small classroom. I think the teachers try their best. I really do.
I really
And I
do
think
too.
teachers are
But there's only so much
amazing.
they can do.
And there's only so much they can do, especially in today's world. So, do you want to talk anything about, like being scared of going to school every day because of the mass school shootings? Or is that something that, you can just kind of hint on a little bit and point it more towards God right now?
I'll talk about it a little bit. I mean, I'm not really scared to go to school just because, like, I don't know, I'm just not. But I do understand why people would be. Like,
Yeah.
it's just weird because, like, whenever you go to school, you're like, there's no way that could happen to me. But, like, the people who went through that traumatic situation, it happened, you
Yeah.
know?
And then
And anyone who's watching this who has been through that, my heart goes out to you, and I wish I was as strong as you were.
yeah,
Like, for
I'm
real.
so sorry you had to go through that. Sorry your family had to go through that.
Yeah.
It's included in my nightly prayers to pray for the school system, to pray for the schools, to pray for the kids that are going to school and the parents, because even though there's a lot of schools out there where things like this hasn't happened, there's a lot that it has.
Yeah.
So, I pray for everybody that's involved in something like that or knows somebody that is.
Yeah, and I just think it goes back to, like, there just needs to be a change with the school systems. I don't know what it is, but we've said this again and again, how, like, everything in today's world has changed drastically except for school.
Yeah.
But the only thing that has really changed drastically with school is technology and, like, integration, and that's
Oh
it.
yeah.
Like, that's literally it. So,
Nothing has changed.
and the
It's like
whiteboard compared to the
yeah, the
chalkboard.
chalkboard. I mean, that's really not a lot compared to what used to
Cars
be.
for one, like
Our
houses,
buildings.
buildings, like everything has changed so much except for school. And mental health too is getting brought up more, but I think it should be more of an important thing.
Yeah.
I don't really know
And
what that would look like, but I do think it should happen.
yeah, and you've said too, like our grandparents, it really probably was rarely discussed, and then
Yeah.
with our parents, it's a little bit more. But I think your generation and my generation is talking about it more. There's more
Yes.
awareness to it.
Yeah.
There could always be more to everything.
Yeah.
But I think we are trying, and I think at the end of the day, that's all we can do.
Mhm.
And we got to pray and ask God to help us because we really need God.
Yeah.
We need God every day, and the power of prayer
Yeah.
can do anything.
And also, I just thought of something with the news, going back to that really
Yeah,
quick.
go
Sorry.
ahead. No,
Like,
go ahead.
I think people are always so focused on, like, fixing the government and stuff like that, but it's like no one person's gonna change this country
Exactly.
and make it perfect besides Jesus. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
everyone's trying to find, like, a perfect system, and it's never gonna be perfect until Jesus comes back.
Because we live in a broken world.
Because we live in a broken
And
world.
Satan is
And same
here.
with school too. Like, everyone is looking for, like, a perfect system, and that's never ever going to happen, ever.
And I saw the other day, and I can't remember where I read it at, and I can't give credit to this person, but they had made a post saying, we as Christians, obviously, we're supposed to be the ones to love and be welcoming. And they made a post saying, like, a lot of Christians are online right now just arguing
Yeah.
constantly. And it's like, you realize you just need to put your phone down. Put your phone down. Arguing on social media is not going to do anything. What
No.
matters is giving your heart to Jesus, letting Him change you, and then step out into the world and be that change. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
It doesn't start on social media thinking,
Yeah.
oh, this comment, I did good with that comment.
Yeah.
No, you're just arguing with people. Even if your point is good
Yeah.
and the other person's point is good, great, congratulations. But again, that's
Yeah.
not the fruits of God. That's still hate in a way, and we're supposed to be loved.